Well, hi Taurus. Welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the middle of the first part of the reading here. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, let's just get started and find out what can Taurus expect coming up in their lives. For my Taurus people here, what can you expect? And any advice is always welcome. Taurus universe. Okay. Well, we got quite a few cards. Let's get them out in the order that they came out of the deck. There you are, Taurus, is the Hierophant. That is your card. Okay. So we have quite a few cards for our second part of the reading already. Only need a couple more. So let's get started. The overall energy of your entire reading is the Lovers. This is the card for Gemini. Gemini might be strong in your chart someplace or strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But there are guardian angels and spirit guides. Okay, they're all around you. They're trying to bring you together with someone. It's either bringing you together, holding you together. This is a divine, a very, very strong soulmate. You might have been lovers in another life. It's called the Lovers. You might have unfinished business from another life that you need to come back together again this life. But you've definitely known each other in another lifetime, at least one other lifetime. That's what soulmates are. They're souls that you've known before. But this is a very strong connection, and this is what the universe wants to talk about in this reading today. Up here in your highest energy, Taurus, I have the Four of Cups. Now, it feels to me like this soulmate here is trying to make you some sort of an offer. And it has to do with love because cups are love in the tarot deck. But you're not reaching for it for whatever reason. You're giving this a lot of thought. The Page of Cups is right next to the Four of Cups. I think you feel like they're not that sincere in their offer, that it may not work out, that they may not have the love that is needed for this offer to work. The Page of Cups has a fish in the cup. So, you know, this cup can only hold half a cup of love. It can't hold a whole cup of love. So I think this is how you're feeling. Even though they're a divine soulmate, even though there's a strong attraction, there's something else going on here which makes you doubt the connection, okay? Whether it can last. The Page of Cups, the fish. This can be a card for Pisces, so Pisces might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. Let's keep reading. Next to the Page of Cups, I have the Eight of Cups. It looks to me like you have turned your back on this offer. Now, this might have been in your past, okay? Yeah, you walked away, you turned your back on love. Now, maybe you just weren't ready for it. I feel like this has already happened or will be happening. I'm really not sure. I need to keep reading. But you're definitely turning your back on this offer. But when you walk away from love, you're actually walking towards something too. You're not just walking away into oblivion. You are actually walking towards something. And there's a big mountain there. I wonder what's over there. So let's keep reading. Under the Four of Cups is the Hierophant. This is your card, Taurus. So, but the energy, that is what's most important. This is about traditional values, traditional morals, security, stability. It's a very spiritual card when it comes to marriage. So this might have been an offer of marriage that you did not accept and you turned your back on. because this Hierophant is right next to the Lovers card. I have the King of Cups right next to the Lovers and right under the 8 of Cups. Yes, I feel like you love this person. This is water. This is Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. It gives us 2 for Pisces so far, if we're counting. But the energy is what's most important here. And the energy is you having a huge cup of love. You're very mature-minded, but you were not willing or unable to hand out that cup of love. You had to turn your back on this offer, even though the connection is there. Now, this is a general reading. It will not resonate with everyone. For those that this does resonate with, this could be your reading. So, you have this huge cup of love. And it feels like you're thinking back. When I'm looking at the King of Cups, it's almost like you're thinking back to the past because it's right under the 8 of Cups. It's like it was a hard decision to do. It was something that you had to do. I don't know why. Sometimes the cards will tell me why. But we have a ways to go. So, under the Hierophant now, this feels like an offer of marriage. I feel like it came, the timing was off. You know, your guardian angels and spirit guides might be bringing them back in. This could be from the past. I keep feeling like this section up here is all from the past. So let me keep reading. I have the 8 of Wands right under the Hierophant. This is all about communication, texts, phone calls, emails, video chat, back and forth. Right under your card. I think they're going to contact you. I think this was in the past. It just didn't happen. I think the timing was off. For whatever reasons. But there is communication coming in. And it's right next to the 3 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands is right under the Lovers card, which surrounds the entire reading. So this is you holding on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand. And looking out over the world. There's 3 ships out there. 1, 2, 3. And you're wondering if this is your ship coming in. If this is them coming back. This communication. I think you are kind of waiting. After this communication, I think they return. I think they're out there and they're going to come back in. I think they are your person. I feel like you were young. You were young when this all when you first came together. And I think one of the parties, male or female, all cards are male or female, wanted to move further into with the relationship, or you know, fell in love and you weren't ready. But I think you still hold a big cup of love for them. I have the World card right next to the 3 of Wands. And right under the King of Cups. Changes are taking place. You're entering a new life cycle here. And it's because you're going to get communication from this very strong soulmate here. And it's like your guardian angels and spirit guides are trying to get you back together. Like it's meant to be. Let me take out more cards. Let's see what else we can find out about your reading, Taurus. It's very interesting. Need 2 more cards, please, for Taurus. Well, we've got, in the way they fell out, 3 more cards. So I will read that last card. So, you know, I have the 7 of Swords next to the 8 of Cups. I still feel like this was a long time ago. I feel like there was deceitful energy. There might have been rumors going on. There might have been some lying, stealing, or cheating. Something like that caused you to not accept their cup of love and to turn your back on it, even though you loved them. Okay? So I think we're getting some answers here. If you can think of someone that you still love, yet you walked away from because of some type of behavior that was unacceptable. I have the Chariot. So, you moved forward from that energy. That's what you were doing by walking away. This is the card for Cancer. Cancer might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But the Chariot is all about moving forwards. And you can move forward pretty fast. But the thing is you move forward from this energy, and then you just kind of stayed in that place. You move forward, and that's where you've been. Hanging out. This is what I call a card of enlightenment because the head is all lit up. So I look around the Hangman. It's very spiritual. And it is like pointing out that you have moved forward, but you've reached, it's like a block, a roadblock, when the Hangman comes out right after the Chariot. So you move forward from this energy, but then have not progressed any farther. I have the Queen of Swords under the Seven of Swords and right next to the King of Cups. The Queen of Swords is air, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. That might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But there's truth that you need to know, and it has to do with this behavior. There's going to be communication. They're going to contact you, or you're going to contact them. One of the two. It could be social media, But there's going to be a discussion, and it's going to be about the truth about what happened before. You're going to speak your truth, and you're going to seek their truth. Because you still love them. You still have feelings for this person. And it's like this King of Cups is holding the cup that's missing right here, and it's like you took it with you. You never let all the love go. I have the Five of Wands next to the Queen of Swords. This is about mental struggles like anxiety, stress, and confusion associated with this event. And you're going to seek your truth and clarity to clear your mind. You need to get your mind clear when this conversation comes in. I really don't know who starts it. Somebody does. I have the Judgment card under the Hangman. Now, the Hangman, remember how spiritual they are. And you've been kind of stuck after moving forward from this energy. And you have confusion, though. You have unanswered questions from the past that need to be answered. The Judgment card is, there's your spirit, your guardian angels and spirit guides once again. But their job here is to teach a spiritual lesson. And this is one you're waking up to. And, maybe it's, facing the problem head on, whatever it might have been. They may not even have a clue why you walked away. So, you're waking up to your spiritual lesson. And when you wake up to a spiritual lesson, you're rewarded by the universe. And maybe that's why they're coming back in. But until you get your answers, I think you're going to be kind of stuck in one place. You need your answers in order to move forward in life, with or without them, but I feel like they're very much involved. I have the Nine of Cups under the Queen of Swords and next to the new life cycle, the World. There you are, guarding all that love. I think what you're going to say is that you never stop loving them. The things need to come up about what happened. So you're guarding all those cups of love, 9 cups, arms folded. You have them, but you weren't handing them out, or you weren't able to hand them out, or you didn't want to hand them out. But for whatever reasons, you have them, but you're guarding them. Now, this new life cycle is right next to that 9 of Cups. This also can be a wish come true card. Like wishes coming true where you finally get to hand out your love. This 9 of Cups, like I say, this is going to come up in conversation. Both these things, the love and the sneaky or deceitful behavior that really put a damper on this relationship early on. I have the 9 of Pentacles next to the 9 of Cups and right under the 5 of Wands. This is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. This is you. Now, you are grounded. You are single. You are stable. You are self-assured. You don't, you know, you don't need anything from anybody. You might like to have somebody in your life. You know, you've never, I feel like you have never gotten into a relationship that has gotten near marriage or something secure and solid ever since this other person was in your life. And I feel like you've been living your life as a single person. You hit this point in your life, and that's where you stay. And it's mostly because you never had closure. I don't see any closure here with this person. Now that they're coming back is your chance. It's your chance to have this closure, and it's also a chance to rekindle this relationship. It looks like I have the Two of Cups right next to the Nine of Pentacles and under the Judgment card. Now, I do feel like you were younger. I feel like you were friends. I think you became lovers. You are definitely soulmates. But this is a much younger energy than the lovers here that the guardian angels and spirit guides are bringing in. So this is like friends with benefits almost. But this is the meeting of the hearts and minds that's going on here. And I think this is what's going to happen. And this is kind of like a reward. This or part of your spiritual lesson. I don't know that this is the actual reward. The reward might be what comes of this. You've been up in your head. You know, you've had thoughts. This is the Nine of Swords. Your time's alone. You always go back and remember this person. And you always wonder if you made the right decision when you think back. You have lots of thoughts that go through your mind over and over all this time. So you're going to be able to have the meeting of the mind. You're going to be able to have the conversation that is needed, the communication that is needed for you to move forward. And I feel like you're going to move forward with them. The way these cards are arranged, I really feel like the timing is right now. But first, you must have some answers. So let's see what your guardian angels and spirit guides have to say, Taurus, about this situation going on here. Wow. No, too many. If it was one, I would have taken it, but there was too many. I don't want to confuse messages here. One more shuffle. Okay, so let's take out a guardian angel card. Let's find out what they have, a message that they have for you. If this is your reading, even if it isn't your reading, this message still could be for you if you're still watching, okay? So for Taurus, please. The Messenger of Emotion. That is the name of the card. And I'm going to read it to you. You can pause and read this anytime you want. This is the beginning of a new emotional experience that could grow into something deeper. You may receive a message expressing feelings that you didn't even know were developing. A social invitation could soon be on its way to you. There's a person involved who's very gentle and loving, with only the kindest of intentions. It could be you, especially if you're artistic, shy, and sensitive. That is pretty heavy. And that is describing this person who's coming back into your life. Wow. So Taurus, this is your reading, and thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.